All right, MMA Complete.
Boom.
New setup, new time slot, moving up in the world. Check us out on Twitter at @complete_MMA. Follow us on YouTube, MMA Complete Podcast.
Sweating a little bit.
We are
sweating a little bit over there.
It's a little warm. I'm wearing jeans.
Yeah.
We are just over a week away from UFC 265. 266. Okay. It's been a while. What was 264?
Or is it 267?
No, it's 266 because 267 is Teixeira Blachowicz.
Okay.
268 is Usman Covington.
Yeah.
266 is Ortega versus Volkanovski. And we also got Shevchenko versus Murphy. And we also got Diaz versus Lawler. And we also have Blades versus Rosenstrike.
That's the one. Oh, it's a lot of fights. Shout out
Andrade versus Calvillo.
Shout out
Dan
Ethan
Hooker versus Mascarat.
Yeah. Mascarat, yeah.
That's a weird fight for Dan Hooker. But anyway, that's not what we're here for today.
I think Dan Hooker has it.
We're certainly not here today to discuss the fight night this weekend, which is Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann. I got Anthony Smith for sure. Anthony Smith has been on a tear recently.
I wouldn't say on a tear. What has he got? One? Did he just win a fight?
I believe he's 2 fights in a row since he lost to Alexander Rakic.
Okay. Up and coming. He's impressive when he's on.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive.
Joaquin Buckley's also making an appearance from his Joaquin Buckley, who got the knockout of the year in 2020. Ion Cutelaba versus Devin Clark is a decent little co-main event. Light heavyweight really showing up, top 15. But besides that, there's nothing of note to talk about in this card, which is why we're not going to be talking about this card today.
Cutelaba is the one that just lost Ankalaev, right? Twice.
Yes.
They fought twice, yeah.
Yes. So UFC 266, we have been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. If you are interested to hear more of our commentary on 266, go check out our MMA Complete YouTube page, MMA Complete Podcast, where for the last 3 weeks, that would be episode 63, 62, 61. We've been talking about 266 nonstop. We've had commentary from all the other members of our crew talking about how everybody thinks Volkanovski's going to win. Everybody thinks Shevchenko's going to win. Actually, that's not true because Dylan, I think, believes Ortega's going to win. Pretty sure Dylan thinks
he does believe Ortega's going to win. It's tough. It's going to be a damn good fight.
It is. It's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be 5 rounds.
It's interesting to see how a lot of these fighters that take these long hiatuses off, they come back better.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ortega took 18 months off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to impress people. I don't think there's going to be a stoppage in this fight. I think it goes to a decision.
Okay.
And I think most of the time that the decisions do go to the champion. You got to beat the champion.
You do.
To become the champion.
Depends on the champ, though. That's the thing.
Depends on the champ, but I mean, he's already beaten Ortega before, or no? This is the first time they faced. It's the first time they faced.
This is the first time they faced. Ortega's lost to Holloway, but that is Ortega's only loss. Volkanovski has not lost in the UFC.
He's beat Holloway twice.
Volkanovski's beaten Holloway twice. One of the 2 men to ever beat Holloway twice. Who's the other one?
Poirier.
Good man. So today we thought we would do something a little different. We've been talking about it for weeks, but we've never gotten around to it. We are going to make our own UFC rankings.
Yep.
So as you can see from our display in the background, we're going to be doing the smaller divisions first. Flyweight's a little tough.
We can only fit 3 realistically. So you guys can see. And then I just chose like the fights. I chose these 3 with like the fights that coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And like with the fights that just happened at lightweight, and the title changed there, and who's at number 1, and what do you rank Poirier?
Absolutely perfect because bantamweight we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks has been one of the most interesting divisions.
Yeah,
their top 5 I will hold up against any other top 5, including welterweight or middleweight.
Yeah, and it's
lightweight has been the biggest division the whole year.
Yeah.
The entire year, lightweight has been the division of prominence.
Yeah.
And then we got the featherweight championship coming up next weekend.
I know. That's why I chose that too.
Perfect.
And it makes sense. It's the 3 most probably contested divisions in the UFC right now.
And we'll see most of these divisions, once you get 7, 8, 9, 10, they get a little, whatever. But for the most part, the top 5 is knockouts. So what we're going to do...
it's where do you rank those top 5 guys?
Right,
you know, like
which is what we're going to be getting into.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing for today. We're going to be giving our own personal rankings. We're going to be based off of the UFC rankings themselves. So I will be displaying that. Let me just get it set up on my computer real quick.
Yeah, it's very It's weird too because it's like bantamweights could move up and fight at featherweight, like any one of them almost. Same thing with featherweight. Featherweight, it's like they could move up or down to lightweight or bantamweight.
Can I do this real quick? Will this work? Perfect.
Sweet.
All right. So, is there a way to make these different, I wonder?
So coming up this weekend, I got Anthony Smith for sure.
Okay.
And the under, what do you think the under is?
The under for Anthony Smith, Ryan Spann, I'm going to say 3.5.
3.5. I will tell you in a second if I can find it. Anthony Smith. It's under 2.5, over 2.5.
2.5, yeah. I would take the over.
I would take the over, and the over is plus 110. Oh, shit. Sorry. Can't say that. So. Who do you got? Joaquin Buckley or Antonio Arroyo?
I got Joaquin Buckley, but I don't know anything about Arroyo.
Is Joaquin Buckley a name because of that knockout?
Yes,
is he
that's the only reason he has a name.
I would go plus one. I would go with the underdog. I think just for a little gamble.
Mm-hmm.
So a little sprinkle on there.
Okay,
it's just me though.
Yeah.
What is I still think he's asking.
What's Q-Talaba Devin Clark? Because I have Devin Clark in that.
It's like, where is Q-Talaba's ceiling, dude? You know, like
he got knocked out by Ankalaev twice, but Ankalaev is pretty good, but he's not top 5. Is he top 10?
I think he's top 5. Oh, Q-Talaba or Ankalaev?
Ankalaev.
Oh yeah.
No, he's not.
No, he has one loss, dude.
Dude, the fucking top. He has more than one loss. I think he just lost. No, I think he just lost.
He has one loss, and he's a force to be reckoned with in the lightweight division.
Light heavyweight,
or is it light heavyweight?
Ankalaev 7. Anthony Smith is 6. But like, would you put Ankalaev above Anthony Smith, Dominic Reyes, Thiago Santos, Alexander Rakic, Prochazka, or Teixeira? That's a pretty tough list to crack.
I would put him above Thiago Santos. I think he beats Thiago Santos.
I think it's a good matchup, but I think he needs one more fight to prove it.
And then,
but yeah, he's knocking on the door.
Prochazka, is that his name? Jerry
Prochazka.
Prochazka. That's a tough opponent for him. I don't see him beating him.
Absolutely.
But Maga, he trains in Khabib's camp.
Yep.
He's
that's not the end all be all.
I know,
the man.
But he's good on the ground.
Absolutely.
I mean, his one loss is but triangle to Paul Craig, but I mean, I like him. I think he's got power. I think he's patient. He's poised. His defense is really good. His defense is better than his offense, and his offense is not that bad.
All right. So do we want to get this going?
Yeah, we get it going.
Let's start with bantamweight. Let's start with bantamweight. That's what I wanted to do first.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll go in order.
Perfect. So bantamweight, the champ is Aljamain Sterling. So we're just gonna do these for contenders because obviously we know who the champ is. That's not disputed.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do you put him at the champ?
He is the champ. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Jan's better than him.
No, I agree with you. Is that what you want to do? Do you want the rankings including the champ?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's fine. I'm in favor of Petr Yan being the best.
Me too.
So that's what we will do for bantamweight. So up next for the bantamweight, Petr Yan, Aljo, TJ Dillashaw, Sandhagen. Those are the top 4. I would say Aljamain Sterling is the next best. I'm in favor of saying that Sandhagen's above Dillashaw, but only slightly.
No. Oh, wait, who did he just beat?
TJ just beat Sandhagen.
Yeah, I would put TJ above him then. Just beat him.
But would you put Aljo above both of them?
I would put Aldo above Sandhagen.
Would you put Aljo, Sterling, the champ?
All right, we're getting far ahead. Number 2.
Sterling.
Is Sterling. Okay. Number 3. See, like, I could even put Jose Aldo number 3.
You're raising an interesting point with Aldo. Aldo looked great, but here's my thing: Sandhagen,
really good.
Aldo does look really great, but Sandhagen was the number 2 guy, and TJ came back and beat him. And it was a tough fight. You could have called it either way, but TJ beat him.
I like that we're doing this because the fight to make probably is Jose Aldo Sanhagen. That's a great fight.
And then you got Rob Font too. Rob Font just destroyed Cody Garbrandt.
Rob Font needs to fight TJ Dillashaw.
Font destroyed Cody Garbrandt.
Rob Font needs to fight TJ.
Where is Cody? Cody 7? Marlon Moraes. Who did Moraes just beat? Can you look that up? Moraes just beat someone.
Okay, but anyway, number 3.
Number 3, Dillashaw, Sandhagen, Aldo.
I like Aldo. I do. I'll put Aldo.
Aldo just beat Munoz.
I'm not looking. We can't go on that. We can't. This is our own rankings. I think Aldo is number 3 in that division.
I'm going to say I think that Sandhagen is number 3. And I would also probably put TJ above Aldo. Aldo's only 2-2 at bantamweight. He's 2-2.
2-2, but his last, you got to look at his opponents, dude. One of them was a championship fight, and he lost a fight that he should have won.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2-2. You can say he's 2-2, but a fight that he should have won in a championship fight, and he comes back and he fights 2 good opponents.
So you think that he's better than TJ and Corey?
Right now, yes. And then I would put TJ, and then I would put Sandhagen. I know I'm getting you to think about it, but
all right.
I think the experience too plays a factor. I can't put him above TJ Dillashaw. I can't. He's only had 1 fight back.
You can't put TJ above Jose, you're saying?
Yeah.
But TJ beat the guy.
No, I can put Jose above.
Yeah. Right. But TJ beat the second best bantamweight in the world. Beat him. 5 rounds, beat him.
Easily, though. It wasn't really competition.
Fucked up leg.
I know, he was fucked up the whole fight. But I don't know, I still got Aldo. I really
All right,
Let's flip the coin. Flip the coin.
No,
we should.
I'm not doing it to a coin. I'm going to begrudgingly give you Jose Aldo. But I'm only going to give you Aldo if we're going...
These are supposed
I want to say Sandhagen above Dillashaw. I know that Dillashaw beat him, but Sandhagen's been in the division longer. He's been top 5 longer. Dillashaw only just got there, and it was a close fight. Dillashaw did win, but Sandhagen has beaten better opponents. I think Sandhagen should be above Dillashaw. If you can't do it because obviously Dillashaw just beat him, I get it.
It's tough that's why it's tough for me to say.
I'm going to put, I don't love Jose Aldo. I think he should be below both of them, but I totally see your point in that his 2 losses were great losses.
One of them should have been a win. That's why he got that fight anyway, but that's besides the point. I think.
All right, so.
Yeah, number 3. Yeah, we'll live with that. And then if you.
I've said my piece.
So Sandhagen, Rob Font. So you think that should be a fight?
Do you want Dillashaw or do you want Sandhagen? Dillashaw just won. Corey Sandhagen has a better resume over the last 2 years. That's where I'm at. It's fucking neck and neck, and I.
If he didn't just beat him,
won.
He beat him.
Yeah, TJ won.
He beat him.
All right.
We're agreeing. We're agreeing
to disagree.
To disagree, but it is what it is.
Did you look up who Moraes just fought? Who Moraes just fought? Because he did just fight someone. Or no, he's fighting at 266.
He's fighting 266. Merab
Walsh-Willie.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. So, 2021. He hasn't fought yet in 2021. He has a TKO win. Rob Font, December 19th, 2020. And he has a TKO win against Corey Sandhagen, October 10th, 2020. Whoa.
All right, so Moraes
is up there.
Sandhagen, yeah. I didn't think he had 2 TKOs in the back half of 20.
Is he better than DJ?
No. Moraes lost to somebody.
All right, let me keep going because that's 2 wins in a row.
Yep.
Oh, wait, no. All right, he lost to Rob Font and he lost to Corey Sandhagen.
He got TKO'd by both of them.
Yeah, he lost.
Okay.
All
So
right,
Rob
that
Font's
makes
next.
more sense.
So Rob Font.
If
is
he
next.
did beat them, he would not.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So Rob Font has to be
All right.
next. Rob Font destroyed Garbrandt,
He was
and he
the
knocked
one
out Moraes.
That decision. Is that? Do you have the oven going?
No, it's the dryer.
He was the one that got the decision win against Jose Aldo that he shouldn't have.
Yes, that was Moraes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he lost to Henry Cejudo.
So I'm gonna put Rob Font next. Rob Font, TKO'd Marlon Moraes, and he just beat Garbrandt.
No, Garbrandt, yeah. Yeah.
I'm putting their actual rankings here.
6. Jose Aldo 6. Or 5, sorry, 5.
No, he has 6 because I'm counting the
yeah.
as 1.
So then we got Frankie Edgar. That's crazy. Cody Garbrandt, Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz just lost to Jose Aldo.
Yes, but before that,
he's fucking good.
Yes.
I think he could be top 5 one day. Top 5 good.
Here's
I don't know
my
how
thing.
far in
Here's
the top
my
5
thing.
yet.
I would like to put Cody next.
Oh yeah, no, put Cody.
I would like to put Cody no love.
No, Cody's definitely next. I would put Munoz. I would put Munoz above Frankie Edgar.
I am in favor of dropping Frankie Edgar off this list because I want to put Wallace Willie on this list.
Okay.
Dominic Cruz is also a name that I could totally take off.
I was thinking of taking off both of those, so I'm with that.
Who else do we got down here? Marlon Vera.
He could be a sneaky 10. He could be a
Sneaky. And a Sun Tzu's up there too, but I'm not crazy about either of them.
Yeah. Nice. So put the.
We got to put Moraes. Marlon Moraes.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Marlon Moraes over Cody Garbrandt. I'm fine with that, but how do you feel about that?
Cody Garbrandt coming off a loss.
Yeah.
Moraes facing an opponent that's not as tough as his last ones.
Wallace Willie's an underdog, man.
Oh wait, it is Wallace Willie. Is that
Wallace
okay? I'm
Willie,
getting all
266.
confused here with all these fights. I mean, it's gonna be a damn good fight, man.
It is going to be a damn good fight.
I would put
in the rankings. I mean, Marlon Moraes is 1 above Cody.
I know it's either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him 8. Put him 8. Put him 8 because he needs to fight Cody in order to get that number 7 spot, right?
Mm-hmm. 2 left. We got Frankie Edgar, Pedro Munoz, Dominic Cruz, Wallace Willie, a Sun Tzu, Marlon Vera.
Munoz.
Pedro Munoz.
Yeah. You agree with that?
I absolutely agree with that.
And he is number 9 as well on there.
Well, he's 10.
10.
I'm counting the champ. And then Frankie Edgar is the only one we missed, but Dominic Cruz, Wallace Willie.
Willie.
So it's either Cruz or Wallace Willie because Sun Tzu's on a 2-fight losing streak. Marlon Vera's on a 1 losing streak. Or no, Marlon Vera's on a 1 win.
No, he won 2.
Yeah, he's on a
3-fight win streak.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because he beat Sugar.
Yeah, he lost after he beat Sugar. He lost to Dominic Cruz, I think. Check that.
I don't think he's lost.
Who did Dominic Cruz beat? Dominic Cruz beat someone in that press conference where he said, "No, it's Monster Energy."
Yeah. Just finding Frankie Edgar next. UFC 268. Marlon Vera.
Marlon Vera. Frankie Edgar should win that. All right.
So do you put Frankie Edgar number 10 then?
Frankie Edgar, the only reason he's this low because he was top 5, but when Corey Sandhagen fucking flying knee knocked him out, he dropped him.
Lost to Jose Aldo.
And he lost to Jose Aldo.
He lost before. That was before the Sean O'Malley fight, and then he lost to Song Yadong.
Song Yadong, that's right.
What happened to him? Where's he? He's not even on the
I
list.
think he's a featherweight that dropped down.
Oh.
All right, so Wallace Willie or Dominic Cruz. Wallace Willie's on a 4-fight win streak. Dominic Cruz is only on a 1, and he's only had 1 win in the last 5 years. I'm going with Eric Wallace Willie.
Yeah.
The fuck do I spell this? DVALI.
AL.
VALISH. VILI.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't even spell it looking at it.
And he is 12. All right, that's our bantamweight rankings. We got Piotr above the champ, Aljo. We got Jose Aldo, who is the highest jump of anybody in our list. We got TJ, Corey Sandhagen, Rob Font, Cody Garbrandt at 8, Marlon Moraes at 7, Pedro Munoz at 10, Wallace Willie at 12. So the only one that we
At 10.
did not
At
put
10.
in.
Wait.
Yes, I said 12. He's at 10. The only one we didn't put in is Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar got dropped off our list, but he is only ranked 9. So it's not really that big.
He's 11, you know what I mean?
Right. The biggest drop we had, we put Cody 1 above where he is ranked, and then we put a bunch of people just 1 below. So there really wasn't that much of a mix-up. Wallace Willie is the second highest jump from 12 to 10, and obviously Jose Aldo is the biggest jump from 6 to 3.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the bantamweight rankings. We will be right back to go over the featherweight rankings.
Biggest drop is probably Dominic Cruz, no?
No, Dominic Cruz is 11, and he obviously wasn't put on the list. So, all right, so we'll be right back. Thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you check out nakedsports.com, fansonlysports.com. Go check us out on YouTube at MMA Complete Podcast, and go follow our Twitter at @complete_MMA. By next week.
Nice.
All right, here we go. We are back. We are going to be talking about the featherweight division now. Featherweight division, obviously, in our minds because UFC 266 is just around the corner. Alexander Volkanovski is the champ. Will he be number 1 on our list? This will be the most interesting one.
Yeah. Volkanovski? The champion?
Yep.
Yeah, he's number 1.
Is he?
Yeah.
Max Holloway?
No, he didn't beat him. He lost to him twice.
I should have beat him the second time. Now.
But you lost to him twice. What is up with you wanting to rank people that lost high?
I was hoping that you would back me a little bit.
I think he's good. But he's
obviously, Holloway's top 2. Volkanovski's undefeated in the UFC. He beat Holloway twice. One of them very controversial. I will be fine with Volkanovski going number 1, obviously. He is the title holder.
You could put Holloway. No, I'm thinking.
You absolutely could put Holloway.
Holloway there, but he lost to him twice.
He did.
So you can.
But you could.
But you can't.
But you could.
You could, but you can't.
Piotr
You're
lost
agreeing
to
with me.
Aljo. Piotr
could, but
lost to
you can't.
Aljo. He's above him.
Yeah. How do you spell that?
Alexander.
Just put Alex. Whoa. Fucking brand new or is it already dead?
Right, it is a brand new one. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Should go get our money back.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know how you can't rank someone that's lost to someone.
VOLKANOVSKI.
Okay, sorry.
SKI. And then Max Holloway second. We got Max Holloway and Brian Ortega. No.
Okay.
Listen, Holloway has the
He just beat the shit out of Calvin Kattar, but it's Calvin Kattar. I mean, he is somebody, but
right. Ortega beat the shit out of Korean Zombie, to give him credit, but Max Holloway is absolutely number 2.
Max Holloway should go to lightweight. I don't know what he's waiting for.
I'm looking
Build
at
that legacy up, buddy. Come on, that's not a tougher division, but it's definitely more stacked 10-1. Okay.
All right, so next up on the UFC's listing, we have Yair Rodriguez. However, I don't believe that Yair has fought in over a year. under him is Korean Zombie. So I could totally see Korean Zombie skipping him. Let me check out what we got for Yair's
I think
record.
Korean Zombie, he's a big name on his way out, maybe.
I agree with you.
So I think we should rank him a little lower if we both think that.
Right,
even
but
though
the featherweight division is...
It pains us, but we got to do it. If we both think that he's on his way out, we gotta put him lower.
I'm looking at this list, and Giga Chikadze's at 8. It's very interesting.
I think he's top 5. I think he's top 5, Zach.
Well, let's look at Yair Rodriguez first, because I'm not too familiar with him because he has not been fighting.
That's where Chikadze is.
You think he's above Korean Zombie? Oof.
Yeah. I think Calvin Kattar beats Korean Zombie.
All right, Yair Rodriguez beat Jeremy Stevens, had a no contest against Jeremy Stevens.
Ooh, Danny Ige.
And beat Chan Sung Jung. His last fight was October of 2019. Yair Rodriguez.
But he's beat all of them?
But he's 2-0-1 in his last 3 fights. The fight before that, he lost to Frankie Edgar in 2017.
How long?
And before that, he was 6-fight win streak. So he's only lost in the UFC once to Frankie Edgar in 2017. He did get knocked out and absolutely demolished in the fight. So let's take a look at Chan Sung Jung real quick.
Chan Sung Jung.
Chan Sung Jung just beat Danny again. Before that, he lost to Brian Ortega badly. Before that, he beat Frankie Edgar and Renato Moicano, and he lost to Yair Rodriguez. So
That's tough.
That's so tough, man.
Um,
That's like neck and neck. I'm going to put Yair just above Chan Sung Jung, but I'm not going to rule out putting these guys above him. Let's look at Calvin Kattar.
What? Calvin Kattar above Yair?
Well, hold on.
I don't think so.
Calvin Kattar lost to Max Holloway. Before that, he beat Danny Ige, beat Jeremy Stevens, lost to Zabit Magomed Sharapov, beat Ricardo Lamas, and that's basically it. So, Calvin Kattar, all 3 of these guys have a win over Danny Ige. And then Kattar and Rodriguez have a win over Jeremy Stevens. Chan Sung Jung lost to Rodriguez. So Rodriguez has to be 3.
Yeah.
I think Rodriguez has to be 3.
It does have to be 3.
YAIR.
Is that how you spell it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Korean Zombie, Calvin Kattar, and honestly, after that, I have Giga Chikadze. So do we want to put...
I got Chikadze above Calvin Kattar.
Okay, do you want to put him above Korean Zombie? I don't know. I don't
That's
think
the
he
fight
can.
to make.
I don't think he
That's
can.
the fight to make. And the Korean Zombie's going to get his ass beat. I
don't think you could put him above him yet because Chikadze's beaten an old Swanson and he did beat Barboza. That's it.
Do you think Chikadze beats Korean Zombie, though? Because okay. Then I think we should put him above him then. If we do think that. That's the whole point. It's who we think's better.
No.
And I think Yair Rodriguez versus Chikadze is a damn good fight.
That is a damn good fight.
And I think if
there is in the works, Yair Rodriguez is trying to fight Max Holloway. They've been in contract talks for a long time. Chan Sung Jung is 3-1 in his last 4. Okay. We're not going to talk about this?
it's not even there's nothing to talk about. Because if you put Korean Zombie here, Korean Zombie can fight him. He can fight him.
Korean Zombie is in that fight.
He is in that fight. I know. That's why I'm putting him next.
Okay.
And then he can fight him. He can fight him. They can fight each other again. It makes sense.
KA. DZE.
Okay.
I would just do Korean Zombie
Yeah.
from Chan Sung Jung.
Korean Zombie.
All right, and then before we put Calvin Kattar, I'm going to look up Arnold Allen's record.
Where's Max Holloway? Max Holloway is...
Okay, so Arnold Allen is 8-0 in the UFC.
C3? Is he rank 3?
We didn't put Brian Ortega. So you got to move all those down.
Oh my god. What the fuck? This is live, people.
This is
it's
live.
A live fuck
This
up.
is live.
This is a live.
I'm looking, I'm like, we totally missed somebody.
Where are we?
Rodriguez.
Oh. The pain. The writing the names. Brian or Ortega.
He's 3.
What?
Yair. Rodriguez. He's 4. Giga Chikadze.
Is it?
CHIKADZE. He's 9. And then we had Korean Zombie.
Korean. No, okay.
He's 5. Arnold Allen.
Arnold Allen, no idea.
Arnold Allen he's 8-0 in the UFC.
He's one of those people, huh?
He's beaten Gilbert Melendez, Nick Lentz, and Sadiq Youssef in his last 3 fights, all in the last year and a half. All by unanimous decision.
Yeah. I'm getting a little
Killing all of them.
Yeah.
Killing them all. Calvin Kattar, we just talked about, beat Dan Ige.
Yeah.
Lost, obviously, terribly to Max Holloway.
Yep.
What are you doing?
It was getting a little crooked.
Okay.
I got OCD.
All right,
Yeah, I mean 8-0. I mean, you know how many fighters are undefeated
right.
that come into the UFC?
Okay, so I'm just letting you know here.
Yeah.
Below what we had shown earlier is Edson Barboza and Bryce Mitchell. I know that's your boy.
Fuck him. No, he's not my boy. He made me lose $9,000.
Right, but he's also pretty good.
No, he's good. Yeah, he's good. I think
I'm gonna go ahead and say it should be Qatar then Allen. But let me check Josh Emmett first. All these names, man, I don't know. Half of these names in the featherweight division. I'm not gonna lie to you. Josh Emmett, 16-2 in his career, beat Shane Burgos, beat Mirsad Bektic, beat Michael Johnson, lost to Jeremy Stevens. He beat Shane Burgos. That's a good win.
Shane Burgos is ranked 14 on here.
Yep. His last two losses are against Josh Emmett and Edson Barboza, though. I'm in favor of putting Edson Barboza in our top 10. I definitely am.
We need to put Bryce Mitchell in our top 10.
I agree with you. So who are you kicking out? Dan Ige?
The fuck is Josh Emmett? Look this motherfucker up.
I'm looking him up right now. He beat Shane Burgos, beat Mirsad Bektic, and beat Michael Johnson.
Where is
2 by knockout.
Where is Michael Johnson though?
No.
Where are these people that he beat?
Ilya Tuporia's on there too. Oh,
Is that your boy?
That's the 23-year-old jiu-jitsu specialist who's like his record's 10-0. Like he hasn't lost.
Unproven still.
Yes, I will give you that. His last win was
That's
a
why
good win.
I'm questioning the 8-0 guy.
Arnold Allen.
It's fucking 8-0. Who cares?
He's 8-0 just in UFC though.
Yeah. Oh.
He's like 17-2.
Okay. 8-0 in the UFC. Who's he fought though? With 8 wins.
Sadiq Youssef and Gilbert Melendez.
Okay. Never
which are decent. He beat Ryan Hall.
Okay.
Tuporia.
Ryan Hall.
But that
can't fight.
He killed Ryan Hall. It wasn't even a fight.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So Ilya Tuporia, we're leaving him out. But
up and coming.
That's my dude.
Hey, when we do this again in 2-3 months.
Right. All right. So we got to put Calvin Kattar next. Calvin Kattar deserves to be next.
You think so?
Yeah. There's no one else that even rivals him. I would say, honestly, after Calvin Kattar, Edson Barboza.
Do you think Edson Barboza beats Calvin Kattar, though?
No, I don't. Calvin Kattar's a really
I think it's a good
fight.
fight.
It is a really good fight. But Edson
Bryce
Barboza,
Mitchell, Calvin Kattar. Bryce Mitchell might beat him.
I get that
Really?
I get that 8-0 is not that impressive, but he is 8-0. So Arnold Allen deserves to be up there too. I would go Calvin Kattar. Then maybe Edson Barboza.
I think Bryce Mitchell's better than Edson Barboza.
You do? Bryce Mitchell's unproven.
He's not unproven.
Yes, he is.
He's not really
Who's his biggest victory against?
It's a good point. Look it up. I mean,
Dan Ige is unproven.
Dan Ige is unproven.
Dan Ige has lost 2 of his last 3 fights to Calvin Kattar, Chan Sung Jung. Before that, he did beat Edson Barboza. Bryce Mitchell. 14-1. 5-0 in the UFC. His best win is against Andre Fili.
It's a good win.
It's a good win, but it's nothing special.
It's a good win.
Ah, man.
I mean, he won with his fucking
Listen,
broken hand. Dude.
I'm not.
With a broken hand.
I'm not gonna say he's not on our list, but he is 9 or 10 if he's on the list. Because
Okay.
Calvin Kattar is definitely better. I would put
For now.
I would put Arnold Allen, and I would put Edson Barboza.
I don't have faith in Calvin Kattar, dude. I think he's reached his. I think the peak.
I think he's probably reached his peak too. But if his peak is 7, and in UFC now, if his peak is 5, that's a pretty fucking good peak.
For now,
right?
Well, what is he gonna go from here? Number 6? I don't know. I don't know. I would put him down more, but we'll go with this.
Okay. T2. AR. He is 6.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't buy that.
I would take Edson Barboza next.
All right, now we got to look at this stylistically.
Okay.
Between Bryce Mitchell and Edson Barboza, because it is 2 totally different styles. If Bryce Mitchell gets Edson Barboza to the ground, I think he fucking submits him. I really do. Like, his jiu-jitsu is that elite.
Barboza.
It is, but
Bryce Mitchell is more of a wear you down on the ground, whereas Edson Barboza wants to keep you standing. I totally get that.
All right. I'll buy the Barboza.
Edson Barboza is just so much more experienced, and he's fought so much better people. That's why I'm putting him above. And then I think in the last 2, if you're really vying for Bryce Mitchell, I will go for it. It's CA. I will totally stand with you, but I think Arnold Allen should at least be on there. Whether he's 9 or 10, I'll leave it up to you. If you want to put Bryce Mitchell at 9, you go for it. Arnold Allen, I think, should be the
What's Arnold Allen on the ground?
Fuck if I know.
No, he had black belt, purple belt, brown belt.
In jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, that means something. Yeah,
It absolutely means something. I was just making sure that's what you meant.
Yeah. We're just not putting Dan Ige on there, a guy that's beaten Edson Barboza.
I'm all set with Dan Ige. He's lost 2 of his last 3.
Yeah. So, I'm going to have to go number 9. Gonna have
Purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
to go Arnold Allen. How do you spell it?
NOLD.
Oh,
Allen. Arnold Allen is 7. Edson Barboza is 11. Bryce Mitchell's 12.
Now we can debate this just because I'm not totally infatuated with the guy. Do you Dan Ige? He and Edson Barboza number 8, lost to Korean Zombie and lost to Calvin Kattar. We're going off our list. He deserves number 10.
2 good losses. And a good win.
And a good win. And the guy that he beats also on the list. So.
But I think he's on the downtrend, which is why I'd be fine with putting Bryce Mitchell above, because Bryce Mitchell's on the uptrend. That's the only
How old
reason
is
I wasn't going
Danny
to say anything.
Yeah, but Bryce Mitchell, can he fight? Can he fight off the ground is the question. Can he throw punches?
Danny Gay's 30.
So he's fucking in his
Still
prime.
young.
He's in his prime.
Bryce Mitchell's 26. See, I would be more comfortable with putting Bryce Mitchell on the list if we'd seen Bryce fight in the last year. Because I think it's been over a year, right?
Coming up November last year.
So, Dan Ige from 2018.
I have to put Danny.
Dan Ige fights a fucking lot. Dan Ige fights a lot.
All right, how many times has he been knocked out recently?
How many times has he been knocked out?
Yeah.
He's never been knocked out in the UFC. He has 3 losses in the UFC, all by unanimous decision.
Unanimous, huh?
He has 4 stoppages, 2 TKOs, 2 submissions.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Danny Ige at number 10.
All right. I'm not mad at it.
Bryce Mitchell fight so we can put you up here.
Dan Ige is 10. All right, featherweight rankings. It's a little bit more of a mix-up than we did for bantamweight. But that's because we put Giga Chikadze higher, Edson Barboza higher, too.
Yeah. Danny Ige, obviously.
Arnold Allen, we dropped a little bit.
Yeah, that's just because he's on that fence of unproven, proven. Right. You know, you're 8-0.
He's 8-0, but he hasn't beaten anybody.
You're 8-0, like
he beat Sadiq Youssef, which is a good one.
All right.
One person that I feel will be here soon is Shane Burgos, though, and Bryce Mitchell.
Shane Burgos just got knocked out.
He did by Edson Barboza, but he put up a great fight.
He was doing good. Him and Danny Ige is a good fight.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see Barboza and Burgos run it back. Honestly, I think that would be a good fight.
I think Arnold Allen versus Calvin Kattar.
I think Arnold Allen versus Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah.
I would like to see Giga Chikadze versus Yair Rodriguez or Calvin Kattar. And I think Yair Rodriguez-Chikadze would be a great fight.
Yeah, it would be a great fight.
All right, we're going to take one more quick commercial break, and then it's on the lightweight rankings to finish off our podcast for the day. Make sure you tune in every Thursday night at now 7 p.m. Go also follow us on Twitter at @complete_MMA, and go follow us on YouTube, MMA Complete Podcast. We'll be right back with the lightweight rankings, probably the best rankings that we're going to be doing all night. Make sure you tune in next week to hear our commentary of UFC 266 that we will be live streaming on Saturday, September 25th. From 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. as we do for every pay-per-view. You can also go check that out on our YouTube page. And then the week after that, we will be doing, welterweight through light heavyweight?
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
We could
might get another whiteboard.
We could do welterweight, middleweight, because those two, it will need a lot of time for those two. And then the week after that, we can do light heavyweight and heavyweight.
Yeah.
Because those weeks we'll also want to do some commentary over what's going on in the actual world.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's coming up the next couple weeks. We will be right back for our lightweight rankings. Let's talk about it.
Oh, we're putting a belt.
All right, here we go. Lightweight rankings is going to be the best one. This should be fun. Number 1.
It's not the champion. It's not the champion. You agree? Can I get that out of you before I keep going? It's not the champion.
You want to put Poirier, I assume, above Oliveira.
Yeah, I do. I think Poirier.
I don't agree.
Proved it on the ground.
I don't agree.
Proved it on the
9-fight win streak.
Proved it on the ground.
9-fight win streak.
Give a fuck.
7 finishes in that 9-fight win streak.
9-fight win streak, and he hasn't fought that guy. He hasn't fought Poirier. I think, and he's also changed divisions.
We need to take another look at Oliveira's record. Because Oliveira's win streak is
got that weak-ass chin.
Spectacular.
Justin Gaethje beats Oliveira.
Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, Kevin Lee, Jared Gordon, Nick Lentz, Jim Miller, Clay Guida. His last 4 fights, though, man. Or 3 fights. All right, we can put Poirier above.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put Poirier
Fucking,
above.
he's fought all these old dudes. Like,
All right, we can do that. That's fine.
all right. Now, Justin Gaethje, Poirier, just to tickle our fancy.
I'm gonna say Poirier. I'm definitely saying
Okay.
Poirier. Let's take a look. Who did Poirier fight before he fought McGregor twice? Poirier beat Dan Hooker in one of the fights of the year of 2020, and before that, he lost to Khabib. Before he lost to Khabib, he beat Max Holloway, Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, Anthony Pettis. No contest. Eddie Alvarez beat Jim Miller. Dustin Poirier's number 1. Yeah. Okay. Justin Gaethje. Or
beats Charles Oliveira. He beats him. I'm telling you, he beats him.
I can't put Gaethje above Oliveira.
I mean, if Charles Oliveira gets him on the
Gaethje's
ground,
great, but he is hyped up great.
if he gets
Because
him,
he gets knockouts and he's exciting and he's this guy you want to root for. But Oliveira's the better fighter.
you
Oliveira's the better
gotta
fighter.
realize Chandler he had him. Chandler should have won that fight. If there's 10 more seconds on that clock, Chandler wins that fight.
Oliveira's the better fighter.
He's not the better fighter. He is not the better fighter, Zach. No, he's not.
He is.
Tell me how.
1, he's on a 9-fight win streak. Say whatever you want about the fighters. He's on a 9-fight win streak. 2, he's one of the best. He is the best submission artist in UFC history. He has the most submission wins by 3
Okay.
in UFC history. 2, he's the champ.
You can't submit someone when you're knocked out.
Okay, but you can't knock someone out
Like,
if
you
you're
can't-
on the ground unless you're Kevin Holland on your back.
I'm just saying. To get someone to the ground, you have to get punched in the face.
Let's look at Justin Gaethje's record.
He couldn't. Chandler did a pretty
I'm gonna
good
tell you right
job
now,
that first round.
Justin Gaethje's record is very misleading. All right, Justin Gaethje. First of all, how many fights do you think Gaethje has in the UFC?
9?
8.
Okay.
6-2.
Lost to champ.
Lost to Khabib, Poirier, and Eddie Alvarez.
He has 3 losses.
Beat Michael Johnson early. Beat James Vick, nobody. Beat Edson Barboza by knockout. Beat Donald Cerrone by knockout.
Who are we talking about?
Justin Gaethje. He beat James Vick by knockout. Edson Barboza by knockout. Donald Cerrone by knockout. Tony Ferguson.
All right.
by
It is a
knockout.
little misleading. It's a
The
little
Tony
misleading.
fight was very impressive before Tony lost his next 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? Gaethje looked amazing.
You're
in
gonna say
that fight.
something. You're gonna hate what I have to say.
Mm.
Makhachev
Mhm.
beats Oliveira. I don't give a fuck.
You're not putting Makhachev at 2.
I'm not.
You're not. Okay.
I'm not.
You're not.
But
But
if this was my own podcast,
Mhm.
I probably would.
okay.
I probably would.
I don't hate that. I really don't hate that.
He's up there. He's up there more than he's on this list.
You're gonna have to say something. Now we can.
Dominates people.
Now
opponents
we
on the
don't
ground.
have to
Dominates.
agree. We don't have to agree. We showed that for bantamweight. We don't have to agree for one of us to
We agree
elect.
to disagree.
But you're gonna have to say something really fucking impactful for me not to say that Oliveira's 2. Because for me, it's clear that Oliveira and Poirier are top 2 in that division. It's
Well, they have to
fucking
fight.
clear.
They have to.
It's
They
clear.
have to fight.
It's clear.
I mean, fucking Beneil Dariush is fucking top 3.
Beneil Dariush is dropping.
He is dropping the
100%.
fuck down.
Makhachev is above him.
It just weighs in heavy. Beneil Dariush.
Charles Oliveira.
Oliveira.
And then Gaethje. And then Makhachev. And then Chandler.
No, I can't put. That list that you said with Gaethje's kind of got me turned off by him right now. He's gonna slip.
So do you have Oliveira at 2?
Oliveira.
Okay. EI.
What do I do now?
All right. He's 1. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. All right, so Justin Gaethje, Islam Makhachev, or Michael Chandler. Or Beneil Dariush. Beneil Dariush on a 3-fight win streak. Made Tony look like a fucking scrub.
No.
He knocked out. Who did Dariush knock out? He knocked someone the fuck out before he fought Ferguson.
Who wins, Beneil Dariush or Rafael dos Anjos? Who wins? Beneil DeRouche, Michael Chandler.
Chandler.
Who wins? Beneil DeRouche.
He knocked out Diego Ferreira. So Beneil DeRouche is on a 7-fight win streak.
Okay.
Thiago Moises, Drew Dober, Frank Camacho, Drakkar Klose, Scott Holtzman, Diego Ferreira, Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, he's all right. So he has one win with somebody in the top 10, and it's Tony Ferguson.
Yes, and 2 wins in the top 11. Diego Ferreira's 11. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say
Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev.
Dude, he hasn't fought anybody.
Islam Makhachev beats Michael Chandler, though.
He hasn't fought anybody.
I'm
going to put Gaethje next.
Can't do it.
Yeah, you can.
Can't do it.
Yeah, you can.
I can't do that. I just gave you all bear on that shit, dude.
Gaethje's only loss since 2017 is Khabib. How about that?
2017.
Yeah.
Who's he fought, though? Like you said, he hasn't fought much.
He fought.
It's very
misleading.
misleading.
Really make me say,
yeah, do it again. Do it again because it's not. It's a lot of oldies. No offense. It's a lot of oldies.
Just because they're old doesn't mean they're good, though.
It just shows that he can't be an up-and-coming fighter.
James Vick, Edson Barboza, Donald Cerrone, Tony Ferguson. All by knockout. 3 of them in the first round, and then and Tony was a 5-round fight. Interim champ. You could say beat Khabib in the first round. You could. It's Gaethje, Makhachev, or Chandler.
Yeah, would you put Gaethje or Chandler? Who wins?
Gaethje.
We're putting Makhachev next. I don't give a fuck what you say.
You say 3 or 4?
We're putting him at 4. If we're not putting him 3, we're putting him 4.
I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. I think Makhachev beats Chandler. I think that Gaethje gives Makhachev a run for his fucking money.
I don't know how to spell Gaethje.
Aethje. He's 3.
Please.
K. No C. KHACHEV.
EV?
Yeah.
V.
It's a Z.
Yeah. Sorry. Dyslexic.
And then Michael Chandler has to be next.
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid top 5. You can't really take anybody out of that.
EA or AE?
AE.
Where's he ranked?
5. So our top 5.
Justin Gaethje should be next to Michael Chandler. That looks better, but whatever.
You could put Chandler above Makhachev, but I'm good with Makhachev above Chandler.
You could put Makhachev above Gaethje.
6 through 10 is where the shit's really going to start picking up. Number 6 is Tony. 7 is Rafael Dos Anjos. 8 is Hooker. 9 is McGregor. 10 is Gregor Gillespie. We also have Diego Ferreira underneath him. And then we also have Rafael Fiziev down here. Thiago Moises at 15.
Rafael Dos Anjos.
Diego Ferreira is going to be our 10 because I don't love Gillespie, and Diego Ferreira is still young and has really good power. So I like Gillespie. I like Ferreira at our 10. But is it crazy? Is it crazy to put Conor at 6?
Damn, it's a bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Is it crazy to put Conor at 6?
No, because I think Conor beats all those people above him. I think he beats Dan Hooker.
All right, let me ask you this before we go further.
Yeah, we both know we're gonna put him there, but
Tony or Dos Anjos?
Oh, we're going above.
No, I'm just asking questions. Tony or Dos Anjos?
Dos Anjos. Tony's gonna die. The striking ain't there.
Yeah, but look at Tony's last 3 fights, bro.
I don't care.
Oh, you know what? Beneil DeRouche. We skipped over DeRouche.
Fuck.
We skipped over DeRouche. DeRouche is under Chandler. I'm glad I caught it this time.
Yeah, what is it?
EN E-I-L.
E-I-L.
D-A-R-I-U-S-H. He's 4. All right, so I'm gonna say begrudgingly Dos Anjos above Tony too, but not by much. And then Dan Hooker under both of them. So Connor or RDA.
It's Connor beat.
Yeah, he has to be.
Yeah, for now.
1N OR. He's 10. And then RDA.
Should I just go RDA?
Yeah. He's 8. All right. Tony or Dan Hooker?
This is
Dan Hooker got dropped by Michael Chandler in a minute and a half.
Yeah, but Tony doesn't have the hands.
But before
Where's
that,
Tony's hands?
But before that, he went 5 rounds in a split decision with Dustin Poirier.
Got Dan Hooker.
Tony's last 3 losses are against our number 1, 2, and 6.
He's slipping. He's slipping. He's a good gatekeeper. He's a good gatekeeper.
That's our 9 and 10. Is
Yeah.
Tony and Dan Hooker.
Yeah, Dan Hooker, number 9. Dan Hooker should fight Conor McGregor.
How do we do this? Oh, because we have Poirier. That's right. We're only going through 9 for the contenders. Okay. Tony. I'll tell you what. Dan Hooker's gonna fight at 266. He better win.
Yeah.
Don't.
Dan Hooker.
I want to say Tony, man.
Why?
Can we put tie for 9th? No. Can we put tie for 9th?
No, there is no ties in this.
Come on.
No. There's no ties, Grant.
Bro.
What happened? No. Yeah, there's no ties in this. Wait, don't have ties. Dan Hooker, man.
You're really going to say Dan Hooker over Tony? You're that confident about it?
I just think if Tony gets Dan Hooker on the ground, there's still nothing that he can do.
Oh, I think Tony fucks up Dan Hooker on the ground.
Yeah?
And then I think it's a close fight standing.
We're going to race him?
Just go tied for 9th. Just go tied. No.
Can't tie.
All right, then I want to say Tony at 9th.
Who cares?
Tony's 7. Hooker's 9. All right. That does it for our own personal lists. So here's something interesting that I've caught looking at the board. We have 3 people tied for this biggest jump.
2 Dans at number 10.
Oh, actually, I'm wrong. We have 3 people tied for the second biggest jump from the UFC ranking star rankings. 3 people tied for second. Jose Aldo going from 6 to 3. Edson Barboza going from 11 to 8. And Conor McGregor going from 10 to 7. The biggest jump we have on these rankings is Giga Chikadze going from 9 to 5. 4 slots above where he is ranked. I think that's interesting, and I'm not mad at it at all.
But he's number 1.
I could see Chikadze could be below Korean Zombie, but at the same time, let me ask you this. Not including their styles, just from their come up to their...
I think stylistically, Giga Chikadze's style beats Korean Zombies.
No, I'm not even talking about Korean Zombie.
I know. Oh, okay.
But I'm not talking styles. I'm talking about their entrance to the UFC from their, this guy's like undefeated and he's fucking people up. I know Makache's not undefeated, but Chikadze
One
is.
fight.
What's the difference between Makachev and Chikadze?
Islam's been in the UFC longer.
Mm-hmm. Not much longer, though. Chikadze's been in the UFC for 3 years.
Listen, I don't think they're much different. They're different in your eyes. Mine, I don't think they are. I think Islam's the future champ.
I think Islam's the future champ.
I do too. I think Islam beats Dustin Poirier.
I don't know if Chikadze beats Volkanovski just yet.
I think Islam's better on the ground than Dustin, and I think hands don't matter when you're getting fucking wrestled. I mean, they matter, but Dustin Poirier's power doesn't really scare me as a fighter.
I just find it interesting to look at both of them side by side and be like, oh yeah, those are like the two up and coming younger guys that are taking their fucking division by storm. They're right next to each other.
They are taking their division by storm, and Islam Makhachev is better than Justin Gaethje. I can tell you that right now. I've watched his fights, but
he just needs another big win to actually solidify himself.
He needs another big win to what? Move up one spot?
Islam Makhachev's best win is against Drew Dober.
Have you seen this guy fight?
I have, and that's why
Yeah,
I'm
did you see
fine
his
with him being
last
at
fight?
4. That's why I'm fine. He beat Thiago Moises.
No one wants to fight this dude. That's why. Nobody wants to fight him. And Thiago Moises was in the top 10. Let me remind you.
He was 11.
Oh,
now he's
11.
14.
Whoa. I think Islam Makhachev got a huge jump, but no one wanted to fight him. Because you're not going to have a number 6 or Michael Chandler's not going to fight a number 11 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Connor's not. RDA was ranked 5 when Islam was ranked number 11.
Was he? I don't think he was that high. I think
He was ranked high.
I don't think he was that high.
He was like 6.
Okay.
5th contender,
So.
6th in the rankings.
Mm-hmm. Is there anybody that you want to throw on this list that we missed out on?
No.
For me,
A good fight's Beneil
for
Dariush is
me,
Makhachev.
the only one that I would throw on that we missed out on, Frankie Edgar.
Okay.
That's the only one. But I don't want to throw him above either of these guys, but I'm just saying I wish we could have had a spot for him because he's next on bantamweight.
It's probably one of the most stacked divisions.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And it's very. We're still gonna do flyweight, but bantamweight,
Yeah, we still got to do flyweight, but flyweight is. I know like 6 flyweights.
I know it's like bantamweight is the division.
Right.
And
All right, so that is our list. That is our rankings of bantamweight, featherweight, and lightweight. As we said, we will be continuing this trend in 2 weeks after the pay-per-view, where we will do welterweight and middleweight.
Yeah.
Next week we're gonna have hopefully the whole crew, and we're gonna be talking about UFC 266. We're gonna be joined by a new crewmate actually, which will be cool.
Yeah.
But Saturday night, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. we'll be live streaming UFC 266. UFC 266.
Oh no, it's not up there. It's episode 64.
As we do for every pay-per-view, so go check that out. Wherever you're watching this, you can watch it then. NakedSports.com, FansOnlySports.com, Fans Only Sports, Naked Sports YouTube, MMA Complete Podcast YouTube, or you can follow us at Complete_MMA, where we'll be retweeting off of Fans Only Sports, so you can watch it on Twitter.
Right
Go give us a follow. We're going to be doing polls all the way up to the pay-per-view. Go check us out on all of our information, and thank everybody for tuning in. It's well over a year now, and we're still going strong. We're still coming up with new ideas, new setup, new date or new time.
New setup. Going to be adding to the setup too. We're not going to stop adding.
Yeah, we're going to have better lights next week. That's for sure. We had to scramble the last 30 minutes before we were setting up because I broke a lamp and we had to get it all fixed. So things will be a little bit more smooth next week,
LED
and we will be
lights,
talking
maybe?
about UFC 266.
LED light.
Volkanovski Ortega.
Volkanovski.
Shevchenko Murphy.
Shevchenko.
Diaz Lawler.
Lawler.
Blades Rosenstrike.
Blades.
I'm the same in every form. All right, that's going to do it for us. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Check us out next week at Thursday at 7 and for the podcast.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Dylan's been commenting for the last 10 minutes. Hooker above Ferguson. RDA should be lower.
See, I do think RDA should be lower too. Should we RDA 10?
I want to tie him for 9, man. I think they should be tied for 9,
You
but
can't
I
tie
want
9.
Tony Ferguson above Hooker. I really think he should. Dan Hooker.
So Tony Ferguson 8.
No, RDA should be above both of them. I honestly could put RDA above Connor.
That's the fight to make.
Yeah, it is. All right, we're going to get out of here. Yeah, that's it,
All
actually.
right, what else did he say? Neither of you are even on camera.
Yeah, we were all
That was-
backed out like this.
Oh,
We wanted to show the actual list. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate your advice, even though you couldn't be here tonight. Couldn't answer my phone call.
Yeah.
I see how it is, Dill.
Yeah.
You got to come in 2 weeks for sure when we do welterweight and middleweight. I want all the boys here because welterweight and middleweight will be probably our 2 most contested, 2 most argumentative divisions.
We'll do flyweight, welterweight, and whatever you just said.
We might do flyweight. I don't even.
We're doing flyweight.
Okay.
We're doing flyweight.
All right, we're getting out of here. Thank everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week, Thursday at 7 and Saturday at 8 p.m. for UFC 266. Have a good night. NakedSports.com, MMA Complete Podcast, @complete_MMA. Later.